3, 2, 1. Episode 101 or something. I don't really know. Like, we're kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
But it's all good because we're here. Adam's at the ups. Yep. Running to the airport. Indicator.
On a plane.
That's crazy. Like, it's just wild. So, you just got Vince and Colton today, but feeling good. Are you on 75 hard or anything right now?
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
He and I talked about last week. I need to, but as busy as everything is right now, like I just.
Yeah. Well, Raimi was asking because she's grilling a bunch of like barnyard burgers and stuff today, and she's like, I'm not concerned about my dad, but like, what side will Vince eat? And I'm like, well, Vince, I don't know if he is, but if he's not, he'll just do like, he'll probably eat whatever side, if like, in moderation. And I said, and if he is, he'll probably just do what I'll do and just do the burger. So I was like, I don't know how to like, I don't know what she's like, my dad will like, I know my dad wants chips. And I was like, okay. Like, I was like, I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I was like, we'll figure it out. I was like, I also got a bunch of First Form cheddar jalapeno meat sticks. So I was like,
oh, have you seen their new one?
Which one?
The garlic something.
Have you tried it?
No.
I saw it and I'm cautious because like garlic parm wings are fine, but like, you know, like how they like you can't eat those like the next, like they're a little.
Yeah.
And so I'm just curious, like.
I don't know. I saw it and I was like, ooh. We haven't got them in the stores, so I haven't tried one.
Yeah.
I'm not wanting to just order a whole box.
I'm about I really got to find the mango peach energy.
I don't know if it's come out yet.
Okay. That's what I got to find, but
yeah.
That's going to be good. And I just got the link to wholesale order so I can order the energy drinks and stuff to here, and then we can bypass Kimry, like, but I'm excited. It'll be good.
Yep.
Moving and shaking. Got all kinds of stuff going on. So, let's talk about today. Understanding like the importance of fatherhood and like being present while in a busy like the red light green light thing. Because I think we talked about prior to the episode, like you having like working late, like being tired, like overcoming that like guilt and shame, or even if there's not that guilt and shame, like, and then the understanding that this is like a short term, like it's not forever, but if there is a week here and there where like, what does that teach them and how do you communicate it to them? Because I was having that conversation with Asher last night because he knows that like I've been out, like I'm not around this week, even though I'm at the house. I'm just not around. So how do you approach that, like with Kelsey and Coulter and like in a week like this?
It's just, I mean, I constantly let her know, like, because we've been talking about, we were wanting to talk with somebody on Thursday night about something. I go, look, I know where I'm going Thursday. It's an hour and a half away. I'm working with the guy I work with. Like, if it was me, I would have left at like 3 o'clock and been home at 4:30 because it's an hour and a half drive. And I was like, I know him. He works until like 4:30, 5 o'clock.
Right.
Like, it's going to be late when I get home. She's like, okay. So, just always letting her know, like, all right, this is where I'm going to be. This is, plan on it being late. He's occupied enough that he stays pretty busy. Like, he'll play his Switch or whatever. And sometimes I walk in and he doesn't. He's like,
yeah,
oh, hey, when did you get home? I'm like, dang, dude, I've been sitting here for an hour. But even like I said, Thursday night, it was late. I didn't sleep good Wednesday night because getting home late from church and then trying to wind down, the storms, the dog was freaking out. So it was like 4 hours of sleep, run all day Thursday. I got home. She wanted to run stuff to the shop because she has graduated, taken her test, passed it, and now she has a job.
Nice.
So she starts there tomorrow, but she wanted to run stuff over to get her kind of area all set up.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I know you're tired, but would you help me? Absolutely. Like, I could have been a jerk and be like, no, going home, taking a shower, and I'm going to bed, and I'm tired. No, this is what she wants. So, just try to, like, put myself basically on the back burner, my needs and wants for theirs. Hang out with him.
Mm-hmm.
So we got back, they were eating dinner. I could have, she's like, go to bed. Like, I know you're tired. I'm like, no. I'm going to sit here and just enjoy the time being here with you guys. Whatever conversation comes up, like, as tired as I was, just be there so that I don't have to tell him, like, hey, I'm here for you. Like, just be there. Just phone was down. And I was just sitting there half awake, but just if he wanted to talk, then we would have talked. But he was eating dinner, and it was just there. So
I think that's a good point there, like the phone down thing. Because for me this week, like, for context, like, I've been like working at the church, the gym, like all my normal stuff. But then we're trying to build this deck because the deck on the back of the house was falling off, and like Ramey really wants it done this weekend because we got stuff like every weekend for the rest of our lives. So this is really the only weekend.
it's summertime.
And it's summertime, and they go out, like, and I understand her thing. On her day, like, when she has them and when I have them, the ability to go in the backyard with the fence and just be like, know that they're safe is really good. And we haven't been able to do that with the old deck because it was like, don't go over there, don't go over here. Like, you're going to fall through. Because when I got underneath there, I realized, like, some of the boards had, like, disappeared, and that's why there were low spots. And so it was only the carpet holding you up, like, which was probably okay for Addie and Asher. Like, we couldn't step there. So anyway, I've basically since Sunday been like, right after church Sunday, started ripping it all out. And Ramey understood but didn't understand. She's like, we're getting help on Saturday. I'm like, there's only so many hours in a Saturday. If we get, like, we got to rip it all out, run all the wood away, get all the wood, measure, make sure the frame's good. Like, I need to take care of this week. And so working every evening when I get home from work, like, just going back out there till the sun goes down and then it's bedtime. What I've realized is, like, man, Asher understands it. Addie gets it because I've just to keep telling to them, like, hey, Daddy's got to go get the backyard ready for us. Like, this, I got to get the backyard so you guys can go out there and play, because it's pretty apparent to them when they look out the back door and, like, there's no deck. They're like, okay, go. Yeah, they're like, okay. But you kind of said something about putting the phone down that, like, kind of convicted me. Like, I have just turned on my music and just started working on the deck, and, like, every call I got, like, during that time, I'm like, I can't take this. I have to, like, I'm just full bore on this, trying to get this thing done. I've just addressed the next morning when I get to the office, and, like, it's been fine. So for me, it was like, oh, when I am home at 5 o'clock, I can just not answer the phone. Like, I can just not respond to that text about a membership. Like, and no one that I didn't respond to about the membership at 7 o'clock, the next morning when I messaged them, no one was like, don't want it anymore.
Yeah.
Like, and so that was a good lesson for me.
We get in the habit of trying to put out fires as soon as they start, and it's not even, may not even necessarily be a fire that we just assume that I got to do it now. Like, they want the membership. They're not standing at the door calling you saying, hey,
I'm outside.
I want a membership so I can get in and work out right now. Like, they just want it, so okay, fine.
Yeah, and I think people have a general understanding at, like, 7 o'clock, like, there might not be anybody there.
Yeah.
Because they don't know that I can do it remotely. So I think that's, like, kind of the thing there. And then, I think I found that, especially Asher being 5, like, he understands the busyness when he can still, it's not like I'm just gone.
Yeah. So
he sees me, like, but I'm working on stuff. But he also understands, like, it's not like I've completely not, like, where I stay out there till everyone's asleep and come in. So taking, like, an intentional 10, 20 minutes when I come in and, like, loving on Addie, and then like going into his room and being like, hey, mom's putting Addie down, like that's probably going to take about 45 minutes because she's Addie.
Mm-hmm.
And then going into his room and being like, do you want to color? Like, do you want to do this? Like, do you want to play with animals? Like, let's read a book. Like, and just being like, this is your window. So like you are, and it's just, it's not 2 or 3 hours with them where there's distractions and things, but it's like, here's just like 20 minutes today, and I've explained to you that, buddy, next week this will be okay. Because even on Thursday I had him, like it was like I had him that day, and I made them just pony up. We went to Home Depot and Rural King, and I put them in the backyard, and I picked them up McHugh's, and I set them at the picnic table, and I said, you guys can't go in the grass, like stay on the concrete. And I started working on the, and like I thought they'd kill each other, but they understood what was happening, so they did better.
That's the nice thing about him at that age is that he gets it, but you can also kind of incorporate him in if you wanted to with helping. Like,
yeah,
hey buddy, take this piece of wood, go throw it in the pot. Like I did that the other night. We had the city cleanup or whatever, and the 2 older boys, I tried to recruit them, but one was working and one was helping his mom do the same thing. So Kelsey had Colt all day, and I came in, had the trailer, and I was going to load stuff up, and I'll go help. Perfect. Here, take something light that I know you're not going to drop on your toe. There's no, I don't want, don't grab this piece of wood. There's nails in it, whatever. But like that buy-in from him, just to like, I'm going to spend time with Dad. I'm going to go help him. Like, it'll install a work ethic, like, hey, like, I get to go do this. I get, teaches them how to work. It's not always easy. It's not always fun. And there's not always a reward, but like, if you volunteer to help, you might get it. So that night, we got done. It was getting dark, and I was like, hey, since you came and helped, like, we're going to go to Burger King. I'm going to get you a milkshake. And it was like the greatest milkshake he had ever had.
Yeah, because he earned it.
He earned it, yeah. So, like, that's the nice thing about that age. Addie, it's tough because you're more stay out. But like, Asher can understand a little more, and if you wanted to, you could like incorporate him with.
Well, she doesn't want to help. She wants to just be a spaz. But
helped her with the demolition.
Well, well, it was funny because on Tuesday I loaded up the truck with all the old wood, and I was going to run it out to the burn pile at Rick's, and Asher was outside riding his bike, and he knew he couldn't help me with that part because it's just all these planks with nails all over, like, and he's like sitting there like, can I go help? And I was like, buddy, I'm sorry, like I can't, like it's just not safe, like I can't, like as I'm trying to unload this thing and like there's nails everywhere, and like he just like totally got super upset because he, and I think there's a in some of it's personality, like the kid, but I do think that some of it is exactly what you're talking about, where I have like high school athletes and kids and they're like, how do I get them to work? Like, what are you doing? It's like, well, Asher's way better than even I was, because like I was not a good worker, like for my dad, or like helpful, like I learned that on my own, like later, like the work ethic side. But from Asher being one, and I'll give credit to like Rick for this, because Rick is a fiddler who just goes outside and just does these, like, to the point of like, dude, what are you out there doing?
Just
like
picking up sticks and
there's just fiddling.
Yeah.
Like, but he takes Asher out and does that to where he got Asher, like, gave Asher some of his work gloves, and Asher went and helped him pick up sticks, and Asher's comment was, hey, Papa, can you get me some gloves that fit? So he did, and so like Asher walks around the house because it's been modeled for him, and like he sees me doing stuff or whatever now, he's like, we got to go do our work. Even to the point where he calls playing in his room working. Like, he needs to go in there. He's like, I need to go in there and shut my door and do some work. It might just be lining up animals, but that's what he calls it, because he, like, puts a job around it. And so, like, today, if he comes outside, I already know what I'm going to have him do. Like, where the ramp was, there's a whole bunch of river rock. I'm taking all that river rock and moving it over to a different spot so I can lay down, like, a turf strip so that their house and stuff can go there. But he loves rocks. And it might not be the most, like, John might not be, he might not get it done, but I can put him with his little wheelbarrow.
There you go.
And be like, put some rocks in there. Don't fill it all the way up because your wheelbarrow will break. Do it where you can push it over to this side, dump them. Like, you love rocks. Like, this is like a game at the children. You were just doing this at the Children's Museum last week, and it was helping no one.
Yep.
So that's the, I think those are the things. And then, like, just talking with him, like, the age is different than Addie, but telling him, like, last night, like, we don't miss the bedtime routine. Like, that's still, like, our time. And so telling him, like, hey, man, like, it's been a crazy week, hasn't it? Like, Dad's, like, we're so busy, we're going to get this deck. But, like, next week, we're going to get to go outside together and, like, play and do those things where it's not the telling him that this isn't normal.
Yeah.
Like, so I think the not trying to fix that distance in a week where it's just reality, but like just trying to be present one moment of the day for right now, like fully present, and then stacking those, and then by the time that happens, we're at the end of the week and this isn't the norm, so they won't remember this in 20 years that this was the week that,
The ultimate gut punch still, though, is like because I was gone so long, like we were sitting there, and you talk about the guilt of missing time, because like I said, normally I'm home at like 4:30, and have a couple of hours, and but out of the blue, Colt's just like, I missed you. I'm like, oh, I missed you too, buddy. Glad I'm here. But he's kind of, he has moments where he's like Asher, where he's in his feelings, and it's just, I missed you, I love you, and just keeps going, I love you, and like he'll tell his mom 100 times a day, love you, mommy, love you, mommy, love you, mom. And she's like, I love you too. It's just,
aw. Yeah, I will say, like, Addie does that, like, when I have to leave in the morning or something. Typically, she's a big mommy's girl, but if I leave in the morning, she, like, doesn't do it every day, but, man, it is hard when she, like, because her cry is different than Asher's. Like, she, like, is just a lot. But, I don't want you to go to work. Please don't go to work. Don't go. I need you, Daddy. I'm like, oh, sis. Like, that's not nice. Like, now how am I supposed to leave?
Yeah.
But, I will say that by working on the deck, she's going to hate me if she ever listens to this podcast. And it'll come up I'm sure it'll come up at her wedding someday. This is how we've, like, really got her potty trained, because they've been outside watching and hanging out outside all week because it's been nice. And we'd already worked on the potty training, but then when she's outside, like, the bathroom's not right there. So she sees Asher just walk over to the corner and go, and she, like, I want to go like that. And when she was with me, I was telling her no, and I'd take her inside. Well, Ramey's a hillbilly, grew up in the country, so Ramey just pulled her pants down. It's like, go, Addie. And Addie squats in the yard and pees. Well, this little 2-year-old is so smart and so, like notices everything. So she was watching Chesney. So now she goes and she pees. She squats down, she pees, and then she stops, and then she goes, I need to go pee on that flower. And then she walks through the yard and squats down again. I'm like, what are we doing? Like, she's marking her territory through the yard like Chesney. And it's because Chesney just peed on that flower. So now she is, like, peeing over Chesney's pee, so then he goes back. I'm like, what? This is some crazy, like, what is happening? Like, oh my gosh. I'm like, well, at least she's potty trained. Kind of. We're getting there. But it is funny, like, the things that they see. When we went to Chicago, we're downtown, like, Oak Park, and it's popping. Like, it's right where I went to school. And I pull up. The hotel's, like, not on the street. It's up above, so you got to take, like, an escalator up, because the bottom level's all, like, retail and stuff like that. So I pull up. It's like 8:30. Ramey goes in. We're sitting in, like, this with the hazards on, like, on the side of the road, and she calls me. They don't have a room for us. They didn't get the room that we reserved. Like, do we want a king? I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Like, we just need to, like, whatever. Like, as long as they have a room, we'll make it work. I said, ask if they have a king with a pull-out couch, like, so at least we have another.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're trying to have that conversation. Asher's in the back. I gotta pee. And I'm like, where? Ramey's 3 floors up. Like, I can't leave the car here. So I'm like, Ramey, he needs to pee. Come get him. She's like, I can't come get him. Like, I'm working on this. She's like, so, in my defense, this is a pretty cool full circle moment because mine might have been at 2 a.m., but I have peed on that street before. But I got Asher out of the car and I opened both car doors and I was like, right here on the road. Like, Come on. Like, and don't look around. Just stay right here. Like, get it out. Get back in. But then Addie was like, I want to go. And I'm like, nope, you do have a diaper on. So you can just sit there and cry. Like, you can't do this. So, but it was like, oh, man. And then Asher was like, just let her get out and pee too. And I'm like, Asher, like, she doesn't have the benefit you have right now. Like, so
the ease is a lot harder for them.
The ease is so it's good, but it'll be good. I appreciate the funniness of all that. So then today we've got, so I guess to wrap up that conversation, don't feel super guilty or shameful. Like, just don't let it grow into the same thing next week and the week after and the week after. Because you can always find things to get busy with, but you can't let it, like, what's the priority, like, what's the A, B, C this week? And some weeks the A is like, this has to get done. So, but I think that's a good, don't feel guilty, just don't let it be the norm. It's probably the closing tag on that if I were to come up with one. But then we've got the competition today.
Yep.
I'm not super concerned about this one. Like,
it's not.
Are we doing like the run, like, are we just doing like down and back on the track?
So the way I did it,
Did you just do the field?
I did the field because they had track practice going on Monday. So I went out Monday and did the simulation just to get an idea of the numbers. And they had track practice going on, and it was like 200 meters is like 220 yards.
So you just did back of the end zone.
So I went from goal line, back of the end zone, and back to the goal line and did the work, did whatever it was, and then, which is pretty nice. Because it was a little more cushion, especially when it comes to like the sit-up part, like being on the turf as opposed to being on the hard track or whatever. But it wasn't like, it looks, because it's, kettlebell swinging, and I obviously didn't have like a heavy kettlebell or anything like that. Didn't have the weight for the deadlift. So the deadlifts, I literally just stood there and was like, okay, count like 45 seconds. Figured at 95 pounds, like that. Okay, and then go. Yeah. But yeah, I debated on like having you each start like on a corner of the track, and so like he would go this 200, you would go that 200, and do your station. That way you couldn't see each other. Yeah. It was like you had to mentally think about
just going.
Just go and get it done instead of being like next to each other where he's ahead of me, and then whatever. But
I just wonder if we just, since it's so wet right now, if we just do the track like the 100 meter straight away, like right by that fence.
Yeah.
So we can bring the stuff out to the fence.
Yep.
And then go down and back, do the thing there.
Yep.
Down and back, do the thing there.
Yep. It's nice. Like I said, I
made
sure.
It's gonna hurt me, not because there is I don't know what the word would be. Like, man, my brain doesn't work. When I'm on the field, like if I'm on the grass, I am faster. Because in my head, I'm like, it's just 100 yards. Like, it's one field down and back. When I'm on the track, there's like something inherently
it just
in
feels
me
like it's so much longer.
It feels so much worse. Because I'm like, this is my, like, even though it's been lots of years, there were lots of years I was playing, I'm like, this is my element. Like, I can just take off on a field, and I just treat it like it's kickoff. Like, here we go, through the back of the end zone.
Yeah. But and I was talking to Kelsey about it. I think it ends up being you guys will run like a mile and a half.
It's a mile and a half.
Yeah.
Because that's the first thing I looked at.
Yeah.
That's the first math I did.
That's when she goes, well, like, how did you do it? And I said, well, I went out and I just started. I go, but I wore the vest because she goes, well, you're trying to get times for them. I said, yeah, that's why I wore 20
The vest,
pounds
yeah.
to like simulate being closer to you guys. And I was like, and I didn't run it full bore. Like
Right.
it was a just slow, easy. She goes, well, I don't know. That time still seems. I'm like, it may be. I don't know.
It was a good time, but you also have to have a baseline for it. I can tell you that time's going to be way closer than the first times
Yeah.
you sent for the first challenge.
And that was
I was like,
me having
yo,
no
yeah,
idea.
just reading it online. I'm like, that's Dan Bailey's time. I was like, that's Matt Fraser's time.
Yeah.
I was like, that's Michael Chandler's time. That is not Colton and Curtis's
So
time.
I'll tell you what the secret is. So obviously you guys get your points.
Mm-hmm.
If either of you beat my time, which was 17 minutes 40 seconds, then if you have a off week where like this last week where you only lost like 0.5%, you can, if you beat my time, you could take that week, now not past weeks, but
Going
forward, one time you can take a bad week and make it a full week.
Oh, I like it. So what you're saying is the reward, this is not what I will do, but this is, I'm just pressing into the commissioner. I will beat your time today, and then I will go nuts, and I will gain 10 pounds, and I will still get all my points.
You will get a full point. Yeah.
And then I will not get those the next week.
And I had so many ideas of this one. I was like, oh, I almost did it. If you beat my time, then I run the next race for you to get you.
Oh, that would have been that Curtis would have needed to be like, that would have been awesome. And then you would have been like, and then final challenge is a 5K, and I would have been like, screw you, dude, screw you, like
Yeah.
that's terrible.
Yep, I thought about it, but yeah. So if either of you if you both beat my time, then you both can.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. So if if it's you still can only max out. So if you gained you lost 1%, and you're just like
You can still only get.
You can still
only get the 1.25
Yeah.
or the whatever. You can't be like, now I get bonus points.
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah. It's not a 25-point
No.
bonus. It's just
It
if
makes
you
it
need
up-
it, you
yep.
can get it. I
Yeah.
like it.
I thought about it, like I said, because you guys have both had
Yeah, that's a good.
your ebbs and flows, and I'm like, well, if we really want to keep this close, I'm like, here's your incentive,
That would be the way to do it.
and it's going to force you guys to hustle. To be, I mean, I felt like it was longer than what it was, but when I looked at the time, I was like, and that's like I said, not doing an exercise. That was waiting 45 seconds on the deadlifts.
Yeah. I think for me, Curtis and I will probably be real similar on the runs. I just think, and this is going into it, I don't know. I think I will be more efficient in the standards to meet the standards of like the push-ups,
The sit-ups.
the air squats, where he will get no repped a couple times, and that is where I will have to.
I don't think he'll get no reps. I just think he might be a little slower because I think he'll concentrate more on I
Getting
gotta go
all the way down.
and up
Yeah.
and down and up.
Yeah. So I think I can, as long as I do those, but I think it'll be tighter at the end of this one because of the runs and the movement. There's nowhere in there that I can just make up this gap.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, because it's like, well, the only place that you would make it up if you got behind is on the deadlifts. Because I don't know what he can deadlift.
but I feel like 95 isn't.
But that's why it's 95.
Yeah. I feel
Because
like,
like I thought about like 135 because like you and I 135 it's warming up. Like
yeah,
it's what we do.
yeah.
And I was like, yeah, but I don't know what he does. If he does
Right, 'cause
deadlifts,
how many is it? 15?
yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like,
So it's
95
just touch and go.
is
Yeah, he'll be fine. I think like looking at the last one, which was pretty like, it was cool to see like the game plan come to fruition. Like I wasn't gonna try to. He was right behind me on the carry, and I had already planned on dropping it at 200.
yeah,
And I knew that when he didn't drop it, I was like, I'll do my penalty thing, and then if I need to, I can. I don't want to, but I can run with this weight.
yeah,
So as long as I catch him when he starts the penalty, and we end at the same time, and he still has to do his air squats or whatever
Yeah.
it was, I was like, I'll get that much farther on farmer carries, and then I'll never let him I'll
Yeah.
never let him catch me again. And he obviously had some like the shoulder thing, but I think even had he been okay, I never would have let him after that
Yeah.
point because I would have known. So
Well, with him, it was just that's part of the 135 because it was a struggle for him to get it racked the first time.
right,
So for him,
He didn't wanna re-rack
His
it,
game
yeah.
plan was just go and get it done at
which
the end.
comes back to like this week. Honestly, there's no barbell. The deadlift, yes, but there's no barbell movement. Like being
Yeah.
efficient to get a power clean overhead is that's somewhat a skill and strength.
Oh yeah, because
So,
if you've never done it,
If you've never done it, like there's a skill to power cleaning and overhead pressing. So like he didn't have that. He's just never done it.
Yeah.
Which isn't anything on Curtis. It's just
Yeah.
you have to do that a lot. Like it's like when I see 8th graders come in and I'm like, yeah, you're not power cleaning till summer because we're just working on
yeah, you just gotta
everything
get
to get there.
Yeah,
You got to get hang high pull. You got to get front squat. You got to get like the barbell cycling thing is a skill. So I like it.
because it's not just the. I mean, there's so much involved from your feet, your knees, your hips, your shoulder. Like it's not just I can
Well, and
just,
a lot of kids think it's a reverse curl, and it's like, yeah, you might be able to do that with
no,
with
it's
65, but then what happens when I want you to be able to power clean 225?
Yeah.
No one's like, you better get that thing high, and you better drop underneath of it
Yep.
because you're not just going to be able to stand up and reverse curl 225.
Yeah, it's not a
Like-
strength movement; it's a power movement.
Oh, yeah.
speed and power.
Yep, for sure. So, all right, well, that's episode 100 and something.
Yeah, we know we're over 100.
Yeah, we made it. Go be present. Go explain busy weeks. Go compete with somebody. We'll catch you on the other side. Peace.